Okay, you're debt-free. How much debt did y'all pay off altogether?
So, Anthony, I jumped out the window with excitement when we paid it off, and I didn't calculate the interest. Right? But so, not calculating the interest, we paid off $110,000 in debt, plus some interest.
What guess on the interest? How much do you think was on the interest?
It's probably a total of 125.
125
interest. Yeah.
What made you all, as a young couple, say, you know what, we need to get out of debt?
Well, we pretty much rose from the ashes because we was broke. We were very broke at a particular point in our marriage. We made a lot of financial mistakes, and we just really got into this tough financial spot. And when we were there, it was really about survival. It wasn't about paying off the debt. So we had to figure out a way to survive. And so we did that. And so what that looked like for us was Marcus, he found a new job. I had just had a baby, so I had left the workforce, but I needed to go back to work.
Yeah.
So I re-entered the workforce. Marcus found some different ways to make money online through music, and so that was really great for us. After a while, we started to leave survival, and we got a little bit to thrive. And so we said, well, what do we want to do with this extra money that we are now receiving? And we said, let's just focus in on our debt.
Yeah.
And so it took 2.5 years. And in that period of time, we were able to pay off our 6-figure debt.
Yeah, 6-figure debt. That's good. How do you all feel being a married couple with no bondage? It's like, how do you all feel coming from, like what you said, Shira, from being broke and in debt to now out of debt and building wealth? Like, how does that feel?
It's an incredible feeling of freedom. I think that's the best way to put it. It's just knowing that you don't have this weight. Debt a lot of times is like the elephant in the room. And for us, when us being married young, it was always there. It was just something that we never wanted to address. And we had hit a financial rock bottom when we had to address it. There was no more running. And I think what we like to encourage people to do is to not wait until you get to that point. Have that realization before you hit your rock bottom. For us, we had to hit that rock bottom, but when we climbed ourselves out of that debt, it was just a feeling of freedom and a feeling of, okay, that monkey's off of our back, and now we can start building wealth.
Right. And it's been really great because it has opened up those around us as we begin to share our stories, like those in our family, to start opening up about their finances. And so now we find ourselves having these money conversations when traditionally all we really talked about at family gatherings was how good the food was,
right.
So we've been able to interact with those closest to us in a different and unique way.
Yeah. Shira, earlier we was talking about how God has called y'all to have your title brand around the Black, married, debt-free. Let's go deeper. How do you feel being a minority and debt-free?
It feels really good.
Yeah.
A few months back, I did a presentation for a group of women at a church. And one of the things that I shared is that a research article had found that the average net worth of a single Black woman was $5.
Whoa, $5?
Being able to break that down, and what that really means is that if you take everything that she owns and you add it up and you get the number for that, and you subtract everything that she owes, the remaining is $5. A cup of coffee. And if it's a grande, it's probably going to run you a little bit more than that. And so here we are, Black women being one of the most educated groups in America.
Yes.
But we're making strides educationally.
Yeah.
But financially, there's this discrepancy. Wow. And so just being able to talk, and I think when I shared that, it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And it's a new awareness. It makes you think about your own situation and things that maybe you could do better to just improve your financial situation. I think a lot of times people get income confused with their net worth.
Yep.
I know Marcus likes to talk about this a lot.
Yep.
And one thing that he was saying is that you can't pass on your income, to your children.
Facts.
You can pass on assets,
Come
but
on.
you can't pass on your income.
Come on.
So for us, we use the fact that we're minorities. I think a lot of people find us relatable. You know, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
We're average folks.
Yep.
And so I think that we've been able to use that to our benefit and just been able to make connections with people.